Detroit.
What up, though?
Oh man,
We started off fucked up, y'all, as usual.
Super fucked up, y'all.
but dig this here. We moving on up. Y'all done fucked up. Y'all got us in the big room. Y'all got us in the big house.
Y'all look at the scenery has changed up.
Oh yeah,
We
they
feel
done-
special today and shit. We got to sit
You know
in
what I'm
the motherfucking
saying?
main
In the luxury.
podcast studio and shit. We ain't cramped in that little motherfucker
You know
with
what
a
I'm saying?
peon sitting shit.
What the fuck is this?
It
Velvet? Hey,
was
look,
worth
what
the
is
wait, y'all. It was worth the wait.
what is this shit? Velvet?
What up, though? Welcome to the Str8 Shoot'n podcast, y'all.
What up, though?
The number one podcast in the city of Detroit. I am DRE.
John Q and this bitch. What up?
This your girl Keys.
Yo.
And we got
Frank G in the building. I was waiting for her to go.
No, Frank G back in this bitch.
Frank D. Frank, I done called him Frank D and shit. Frank G in this bitch.
Man, this nigga said Frank D. No, Frank G in this bitch.
I can't leave for 2 weeks. Ain't that a
hell
bitch?
no.
Wow.
Hell no.
And
What
we
up,
do
though?
got special co-hosts, Makia Gaines in the building, y'all.
What up, though?
Give it up for
What up?
What's up, world?
We also had guest Tamika Faulkner in the building.
Hi, we're going to be Meiji today.
Yes.
Not my whole government shawl.
All right.
We gonna call her Meek for
But
short,
hi, how
y'all.
y'all do? That's
What
up,
perfect. Perfect.
Big meat.
We gonna get into
Like
an
Big
interview
Meech.
with Meek in a little bit.
One of the problems.
But we gonna start it off how we do each and every week. So how was y'all weekend?
Man, mine wasn't too bad and shit. I actually started back. I've been still in the studio always and shit. So I just started back in shit. Working on Maine the Tycoon and shit. His second project. So that shit gonna be coming out soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably within. I'll say the next couple of months because we still gotta do some tweaking and still record maybe about 3 or 4 more songs, do a couple of videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that shit gonna be out cold, you know. So look out for cigar music and shit, you know, from Maine to Tycoon and shit. So if y'all haven't tapped in and shit, you got Top 10's album out right now, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to get, want to check it out or whatever, just holler at me, you know what I'm saying, on my socials and all that kind of shit. And the only other thing I did this weekend, man, I did watch this shit on Netflix called Is It the Cake? It was some kind of it's like a talk show. It's like a game show or whatever, but it's used with some bakers and shit like that or whatever. So this shit kind of crazy, man. It's actually pretty good though. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get a chance to check it out. It's called Is It the Cake? You know what I'm saying? You know, and then what else I do? Somebody did send me that damn fucking video and shit of the young boy who passed from the what you want to call that? Not roller coaster, but the amusement park ride and shit. You know what I'm saying? In Orlando and shit. I opened that shit up and I'm like, what the fuck is this and shit? Because I didn't hear about it and shit. And then I'm just watching that shit. Then next thing I know, I see the damn thing. I'm like,
Yeah, I ain't see it. I don't want to see this.
no, I didn't want to see no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know how people randomly sing
Send
shit.
stuff, right,
If
right.
you a sick bastard, please don't send me that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know people be wanting me to be informed about certain shit, but you know, it is what it
The
is.
fact that shit is just even going through the internet, and that's somebody's 14-year-old son, and the whole world has to see how he dies. It shows exactly it's this culture thing that's going on with us, to where it desensitizes us from even. Like, that shit is not normal.
Yeah,
We're not
that's
supposed
some sick shit.
To see shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we to
Like,
the point
that's
now where
horrible.
you see shit like that on a regular basis. It don't even bother you like that. I mean, it do, but you so used to seeing shit like that. It's yeah.
Yeah, that shit
we're
crazy.
recording the wrong stuff, you know.
Yeah.
We pull our cameras out on everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That shit
Some
crazy.
stuff should just be discreet.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Certain things should be sacred. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, so
Let me have some type of peace.
yeah,
Right,
period.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So how your how your keys go weekends? How your weekend go, keys?
My weekend, I pretty much chilled the entire weekend. Nothing.
Nothing.
I wanted to get in my garden this weekend, but it was cold as fuck.
Yeah, it was. That shit
Like,
is brutal outside.
I mean, it went from nice to just back brutal cold.
Yeah.
So I've just been chilling.
Yeah, okay.
Bones aching. You know how I go with the Michigan weather.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. So
Absolutely
what about
nothing.
you,
wait,
DRE?
I do got one.
Oh shit.
I did binge watch on motherfucking Bel Air.
Okay.
Did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been checking that
That
out.
shit good as fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Like, I actually
It's
like
completely
the show.
different from
I
what the
binge
actual
wa- I
shit
did.
was.
That's why I was chilling this whole
Okay.
weekend because I was watching that. Yeah.
Okay.
Binge watching.
I watched
You know
a couple.
what? That's a
I
good
think the
show.
first couple of episodes or whatever and shit, but I got to tap back into it and shit. Yeah. It was pretty good though. The shit
Yeah,
that I
it's a
seen
good,
and
it's a good
shit.
show for sure.
Okay. What about you?
Man, my
Bro.
weekend, what I do? I ain't really do shit. I was at the store Saturday. I left there, visit grandkids and shit. After I left the store, stopped by each one of them, each one of their houses.
Okay.
Each one of them houses. We all tongue tied in this bitch today.
Right.
We just got through all switching over
Right,
and shit.
right.
Shit. But yeah, I went and saw my grandkids, man. And I ain't do shit after that. Sunday I ain't do shit. I just chill, relax, cleaned the house. That was about it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't really. I just, man, y'all know I don't do shit.
Right.
I leave all that partying for keys and shit.
Right. You know.
I don't be doing shit.
Right.
I keep my ass in the house. I don't do shit.
All right.
I got too many businesses to take care of me, running my ass in the ground. So I be tired as fuck, but
All right.
I ain't do shit. What about you, Frank?
My weekend was lit. I was out of town, so I flew back in yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
You know,
Would you have some shows out of town?
well, I was actually backstage at the Oscars when Chris Rock got slapped.
Oh,
so, and the irony is, I was standing next to Diddy, and I was telling him, "You better pay millions for he knocked the shit out of you," and Chris got slapped. So that's what happened. It was lit. It was lit. But no, I had some shows out of town. So
That's what's up. It's always nice to travel out of town and get that bag. Shit.
yeah, it's nice to get out of Michigan.
Yeah, right now this weather sucks.
You know, so. But it ain't never gonna change.
So let me ask you this before, because I know we gonna touch on it a little bit or whatever and shit. What was like your take on, you know what I'm saying?
My take on it?
Yeah, just on that aspect and shit. What do you know what I'm saying? Just was it real? Was it fake? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It was real,
Okay.
but he was totally out of line.
Okay.
Not Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will was totally out of line.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And from a comics perspective,
Yeah.
the bottom line is, and a lot of comics say this: if you ain't hurting feelings, you ain't doing your job. But every comics had some kind of bullshit. Like
Right.
I've had dildos thrown at me. I've had drinks. Yeah. It was.
Dicking around.
Well, that's kind of what happened. A bachelorette party was sitting in front, and they had like these fake dildos, and she had it in her mouth, and I'm like, "You want to suck the real thing?" And she took it out her mouth and threw it at me.
Man.
So it's like it's obvious. And then in the hood, I've had drinks thrown on me. I've had fights.
That shit crazy.
I've done a big girl joke and a skinny bitch walked up like I was talking to her. I'm like, I'm not even talking about you.
Wow.
I was doing a bar on 8 Mile and I'm telling the joke and all of a sudden I feel something hit my back. This chick jumped on my back out of nowhere. And I'm looking and like she holding on to me. Yeah, people just do crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
Crazy.
That's fucking nuts.
that's
But we gonna definitely go a little bit, and you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, and shit into the whole situation and shit later on, because that's got a lot to do with our topic and shit. So, what about you, Makia? How was your weekend?
I had an amazing weekend besides going to make that money. I
Okay.
got to organizing my business,
Okay.
which is Delightful Creation.
Okay.
I got table chairs, popcorn, snow cone, cotton candy, nacho warmers, projector screens, whatever you need, I have.
So you had
Look
all
at
that
you.
shit
You
lined
look
up
like-
and shit when the shit went down.
Yeah, you look like you want something else. You would need something else, huh?
Right.
Are you Jamaican?
He needed some
Can you
crutches.
tell the island girl when you see an island
Well, you
girl?
got popcorn, snow cones, cotton candy, a video machine, a bounce house, weed on the side, whatever y'all need.
I actually do. I have Happy Kool-Aid. Happy Kool-Aid. I got what you need.
There you go.
Obviously, Keys got some of it because her ass is
Look,
so
she happy.
glossy eyed. She ain't said shit. She just smiling.
She came in this motherfucker and see some shit on my phone and make me scroll back and just bust out laughing.
Keys ain't never that quiet. Like somebody would have been in an argument by now. She just Leaning back, I ain't even arguing about shit today. I'm just.
So what about you, Tamika?
My weekend.
Meek, my bad.
Meek, yes. My weekend was busy. It was crazy because I did just come back in town and then I went straight to work.
Okay.
Berlin Street, 7 Mile.
All right.
That's what's up.
Always busy. So been doing that
Y'all hear that?
all day.
Beautiful
Yes.
place too. Love it.
All right.
You guys
Y'all
gotta
must go
come
check. Y'all definitely
through.
have to go
So
check it out.
hold on. You got a cover charge?
It depends on the event, yes.
Right.
I'm gonna
So, no,
just say yes. Come expecting a cover charge, and if you get there and
look,
it's not one,
So when we show up and shit, we good, right? We VIP.
no.
Always trying to get
That's right. Don't make chances a pleasure.
I gotta say it. You open the door, so I'm gonna walk through it.
All right.
The black business, how we have to grow black business and support black business, you really gotta support the black
Right.
business. Like if I call her and I got an event and I'm about to get her popcorn, I'm gonna pay how much it costs us, and I'm gonna pay what it is. Now,
yeah.
if she decides she gonna give me some love, I'm still gonna pay it, but let her decide to give me some love. People come straight through the door. I mean, you'd be surprised. I see people I ain't talked to in forever be like,
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Hold on, look.
and you be like, it's $10.
I'm just talking about the straight shooting. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm talking about straight shooting podcast.
But yes, you know what? We'll set something up and come through. It's
There we go.
all network.
There we go.
It's all network.
Absolutely.
There we go.
We can
All
make
right.
it make sense.
All right.
So look, we gonna get into our
Sponsors.
sponsors,
Yes, sir.
and then we'll get into shot of the day after that. This episode of the Str8 Shoot'n podcast is brought to you by Drasan Fashion. You can find Drasan Fashion on Facebook, Instagram, or DrasanFashion.com. That's DRESAN fashion.com. Or you can come down to the store. We're open Monday through Saturday, weekdays from 10 to 6, except Tuesdays. We close at 4, and we close at 4 on Saturdays as well. It's 3031 West Grand Boulevard, Detroit, Michigan, Suite 180. And we're also sponsored by Sanford Films. You need any video production, photos taken, make sure y'all contact Sanford Films. We're on all social media pages. You can catch us there and check us out. We're also brought to you by
Gym Animal Muscle Gang Fitness up in this bitch. So look, check this out. You need a personal trainer, some nutritional advice and meal plans and shit like that. You know, you need somebody and shit to kick your ass. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? I can be found on Facebook, Instagram, so forth, you know. Also, if you're looking for some workout apparel, you can go check out www.gamg.shop. So if you're looking for some joggers, hoodies, tees, and so forth, just holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Also, we are sponsored by this week too by 8 All Problems Eliminated, which is T. Lanier. Okay, so if you got any kind of repairs to be done in your house or around the house, paint, if you need a whole damn new kitchen, bathroom, anything like that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Furnace, whatever you can think of, you know what I'm saying? Any kind of repair, just call area code 623-223-3943. And his name is T. Lanier, all right? And then we are also sponsored again by Modern Greek and Salad Bar. They are located at 22001 Michigan Avenue, Dearborn, Michigan. And this is a hell of a restaurant. They got a hell of a menu. They got great food. So just check them out. You know, they on Instagram and Facebook as well. So you can get a good look at what they offer, where they at, and so forth. All right?
So they ain't bring no food this week?
They
Not
did
just-
they
last
did
week.
last
I
week.
missed the food, huh?
You missed
Yeah,
it.
you did. Yep.
You missed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was your favorite taco.
I can take the racist jokes. I ain't gonna hit nobody.
So if you want, look, they got everything you could think of. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, lamb chops, pastas, rice bowls, so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just check them out or whatever. They got an extensive ass menu. I'll be here all damn day naming off all the shit they have. So great food. They give you a lot for your money and so forth. All right. And then
Keys.
I don't have nothing right now.
Uh-oh.
All of my stuff is on hold.
Uh-oh.
The edible.
What you got
What did
going
you
on,
give
Makia?
her? That's my question.
You're right.
And she's on for edible.
Right.
A happy treat.
She
Right.
said a happy trip.
A happy treat. As happy as she can
Oh, shit.
What's your
Let me get
business,
water.
Makia?
Right, which
be.
one?
It's Delightful Creation.
All right.
I have, like I said, I got popcorn, snow cone, cotton candy, nacho warmer, hot dog warmer, outdoor projector screen, backdrop, table linen, chair linen, table and chairs that I rent out. And you can reach me at 248-525-9785.
Period.
I got whatever you need.
All right.
Even the happy treats.
All
I
right.
can make
what's
you
up.
happy.
All right.
She got for adults and kids.
All
Okay.
right. All right.
Make sure y'all hit her up. She got a lot of stuff y'all need.
Right. And then what you got on the table, Frank?
I will be at Burt's this weekend.
Okay.
Headlining Burt's. 2 shows, 7:30 and 9:30 Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Me, Mike Bonner, and Foolish. So
All
it's,
right.
it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be off the
So
chain.
y'all make sure y'all go check out Frank G and shit. And
What day
he
you
do
say?
bring
Friday
fun.
and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, I might come down there. Check you out.
He said,
I'll take that, Mike. I've been hearing Mike for like 7 months. I might be there.
But I'm gonna try to make it, Frank. I just
Same
got
thing
so
with
much going
Keys.
on.
I might.
I'm not even gonna do it. Not this time.
I try, man.
not
I be
gonna do
trying.
it.
swear
I
be
understand.
trying.
It's all love, though. It's all love. It's all love. Plus, my spot. Remember, my one nighters open back up.
Oh, did they?
So
down
I'm gonna
there,
start kicking back
What's
on.
that, E-course?
Any course.
E-course,
Okay.
okay.
Yep. Somebody else bought the bar
Okay.
and got in touch with
And
me.
opened it back up.
Yep. So we're gonna start kicking again.
Okay.
Me and Ronnie Chanel on Wednesday night. So,
Okay. All right, dig that in. All right.
Right.
So what about you, Meek? What you got on the floor?
So, few things.
All right.
Berlin Street, first and foremost, Detroit, West 7 Mile, right off of Southfield. We are open Thursday through Sunday. We do host special events and special occasions as well. Instagram, Berlin Street, the number 7, Instagram and Facebook. You can message me there. Phone number 313-977-9302. is where you could call if you want to book or find out what's going on. We have a lot of stuff coming up. So if you want to know about any events, just make sure you follow the Instagram, because we have so much secret stuff that we do in the city. We have had Shay Bucky Johnson from Love and Hip Hop Miami. We have had El DeBarge. We have Bone Thugs and Harmony coming up on the 26th of April.
Okay.
And because it is an intimate venue,
Okay.
I don't push because it can be too overwhelming. But it is the most sexiest experience
That's what's
that
up.
the city can offer. It's not no lie.
All
What
right.
is it? No cap. So
I definitely like your spot. For sure.
Yes.
and it's safe.
Okay.
Like we a certain
It is.
age. Me and my husband running together. This is the man with the master plan. He
Say salute back there.
right.
There you go.
We do our thing, and certain things are important to us because we are a certain age. So when you come, it's just like you can come by yourself. Like women can come by themselves. You can get all dolled up pretty and come by yourself. The guys can come and feel safe because we don't put men's safety at the forefront, right? At least we don't talk about it. You're not
Okay.
gonna get slapped in there.
Right.
That's not gonna happen because we just do not have a lot of riffraff, a lot of bullshit. And
That's
then
what's
when we
up.
do, they be out of there so fast because it's like whatever your issue is, it's not all of our issue.
Right.
Exactly.
So we like to keep it safe. And
Okay.
then
Okay.
I have Everything Zen Life,
Okay.
which is a skin rejuvenation care line.
Okay.
I'm not going to say particularly for melanated skin, but it's for melanated skin. Like it's for all skin types. You can use it, right?
Okay.
But it works wonders for Black and brown people.
Okay.
I think we are underrepresented in
Right.
skincare. When you go into Target, Walmart, Macy's, wherever you are, it's just not a lot of products for us to cater to what we do. I sunburn something crazy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Me
I mean,
too.
5 minutes I'd be out there and I'm burned. And somebody looked at me and was like, "Oh, I ain't know black people burn."
Yeah,
I thought
we
that
do.
I
for
didn't
a
either
long
until I
time.
burned.
Until I
So-
burned, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So you know, like, and we want to
Absolutely.
stay fly. I work in the entertainment industry, so I wear makeup a lot, and just being able to like clean your face,
Right.
and it's just a bomb. Everything's zenlife.com. You can go order products; they'll come right to your front door.
Okay.
That's what's
And you can follow on Instagram and Facebook as In My Life, the number 7, and just check it out. Take a look at it. It's like running your body, your skin through the car wash, just maintenance.
Okay.
I love it.
Because you can't be sexy everywhere else, and you're not sexy in the areas that it matter. Because
Absolutely.
Right.
So
And
this
I gotta
is,
say-
this is a product I definitely have to check
yes,
out.
this look.
Just
I
the
gotta,
way you make it sound, okay?
I gotta say it.
You just saw that.
It's a weird vibe when I talk about the skincare line, okay? When I'm talking to other women. First of all, black women are not very receptive to each other, which is something that we have to change. Ladies, why the fuck you so mad? Resting bitch face is not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Rest in bitch face.
It's not a thing. Like, you mad as hell, why?
Right.
But when you talk about, like, vaginal health, my shit don't stick. Okay, okay, sis.
that little coochie got
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that you got,
Right.
that it's so, you get so defensive. Women get so defensive. You don't want to talk about it. Oh, I ain't never had no. It's just not real life.
Yeah.
You know
I wanna-
what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's not
Dre.
real life. You have
I
sex.
agree.
You do it's not real life.
So I want to ask y'all this and shit real quick. Not to.
I wonder. I know he about to
Hey man,
ask
hey look,
something.
hold
I
on,
already
hold
know
on.
it. I hear it coming.
Hey, look, any guys in here and shit, every motherfucker saying, well, hell, I wonder and shit what my balls would feel like to go through a car wash. You know what I'm saying?
I have something for that.
I bet y'all freaky ass. This
Hey, look, the motherfucker got their tongue and shit, eat your shit.
No bullshit. I got something for that.
Okay.
After you wash up, after you dry off, I have a topical Zen My Skin spray.
Okay.
And you just spray down, or you can spray it all over your body literally, and you are going to feel, I'm telling you,
Period.
musty balls will not be a thing no more. Like, if you work a podcast, right? This just regular. Can we have an honest conversation?
Oh, yeah.
When you're sitting in this chair for however long,
Yeah.
The little
and you're
buzz
gonna
monster.
sweat, and you're
Sitting
gonna
on your
whatever,
balls.
it won't be a
Yeah.
thing.
That sounds like
Naturally,
a
it won't be
slogan
a
for
thing.
it.
That'd be
Musty
good.
balls will be
No.
no more.
No, must be gone. Must be gone.
I'm gonna bring y'all some. I'm gonna bring some for everybody. I'm gonna bring everybody a thing so that you can see.
Just hate that nigga.
You know what?
Hey, look, my wife is gonna thank you.
You need a commercial. Do your balls stink? I got this for you right here.
Must be
You
gone.
sit on your balls 24 hours a day. You know what I mean? All right,
Oh my God.
so we gonna go ahead
And before we hop in the shot of the day, anybody out there listening who got a business and you looking for sponsorship, you want to advertise on the Straight Shootin' podcast, you can reach us, straightshootingpodcast@gmail.com. Drop us a line. We'll send you over a sponsorship package, and we can take it from there. So now we go get into the shot of the day. The shot of the day is it's brought to you by.
I don't have none of my
I'll say
I got shit in my glass. Right, it's brought to you by.
I say, look,
Sip
standing,
water and shit.
standing in your ground and keeping your balls clean.
Right.
Yeah, that's so special. That was deserved.
Oh, you will be rock.
Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Having your balls go through the motherfucking car wash. You know what I'm saying?
Fresh balls
All
only.
Right.
Fresh balls only tonight.
That needs a membership jacket. Fresh ball.
Fresh balls
yeah.
only.
That's
Right.
That's not good business, though. You ain't
We say see if the shit really works and shit.
There you go. You got cotton candy, popcorn, fresh balls. You got it all. Got them edibles.
you can get hot, eat cotton candy, and get
Right.
balls popped at the same time.
with the fresh balls to end the night.
You got something going on with these fresh balls.
I know, Tamika, we going in business after this.
Right.
Look, we have to have the
That's
treats
all
of
I
fresh
do.
balls.
Something is wrong with me. My husband has really
Don't say good balls. Don't
He has really good balls. No, he has really done something to my brain. I'm wired a certain kind of way.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
All I do is think about money and making money and anything. It's like the Midas touch. I swear to God, I'm like, oh, I'm about to do this. It's gonna make some money. Oh, I'm about to do it.
That's what's up.
all my man do. So
That's-
something wrong with me. I
Hey,
can't.
no,
I don't
that
even be
ain't
able to
nothing
have
wrong.
regular
Shit.
conversations. It's so weird.
Hey, Meek, he started off with that Jada Pickett face when you first started talking. About the press bar, he looked around like, is she about to slap somebody? Or do I have to? He was nervous for a moment.
Look, yeah, he do. I make him nervous all the time. He be like, oh my God, what is she about to?
What's she about to say?
How did you come up with that? Like, did you walk by somebody and be like, damn, you smell his balls? Like, because I'm sure your husband at first one, he was like,
clean ball. He look like clean
he
ball.
like, what you mean spray my nuts? What you mean spray my, what the fuck you talking about?
He is clean. He is clean. But because we have a lounge and I do a lot of
Clean.
I'm in the bathroom a lot, right? And so is you right. It's just like that. I don't understand a lot of the things. And then it's not a look thing because people associate how a person looks with hygiene, how they take care of themselves. I have seen some of the most beautiful women come out of the bathroom and they're like, oh, it's no tissue in there. And I go in there and I'm like, God damn.
What the hell?
Smell like purse.
Like, what is
Like, what
you know what I'm
crawled
saying?
up your ass and
And so, you know it has to be, and this is just an intimate conversation because you know it has to be something self-conscious going on because I see that you took some effort in how you look, your hair laid, you pretty, your makeup done. Why you ain't went to the doctor? Because you embarrassed. You don't want to go into the doctor smelling like this or whatever it is. You don't want to show nobody or tell nobody. You got to.
Yeah.
You got to. You have to. You
Hey,
got
what you saying?
to.
Motherfucker gotta clean their fish tank out and shit every time.
You know what I'm saying? You have to do something.
That's to slow down on the sexual part.
Yes.
Because a lot of times niggas knock females' pH balance off.
They knock the
And that's why
pH
they
balance
smell like
off,
that.
and then it's a whole thing. Like if you watch social media, like the sheen with women, you have
Facts. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, it comes like her diet has a lot to do with it too as well.
Yeah.
A lot to do with
Your
it.
You
diet
are what
could
you eat.
knock the pH
I'm not
balance
no
off
pussy.
water, but a lot of times men knock the women's pH balance off, especially if men having multiple partners. That's just facts.
Yeah.
That's why you release in other places.
And then you got some women who feel like they feel different about dishing. They're like, some women believe you shouldn't. Some women believe that you should, and they do too frequently. I have an organic, all natural dish. You use it when you want to. It's not going to harm your body, but it's going to clean your flora from the top to the bottom. And you don't have to worry about it being harmful. I mean, because right now they have boric acid tablets that you can put into your vagina.
Damn, like
Make that make sense, right?
Damn,
Make that make
Oh
sense.
my God.
You put that shit in your
More
goddamn
acid.
pipes and shit at the crib.
You know what I'm saying?
For hood rats.
I've never heard no shit like that, but it was
Damn.
real. I thought it was a joke.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yo.
They be knocking our pH balance
You
off.
Right.
That's why we need fresh balls. You know what I'm saying?
My shit used to curve to the right, my shit to the left.
You got women out here who don't know no better. Like, oh yeah, girl, I'm clean because I be using those boric. Like they think it's the right thing. You be like,
Wow,
child.
that's
And look,
crazy.
so
Acid.
Let me just say
That
this.
is crazy.
I've never heard of a female using boric acid.
Don't,
This is the first
guys,
of this.
please.
That is absolutely horrible. I'm just going to speak for all women. Do not do shit like that.
Don't do it.
acid.
They used to use boric acid to kill bugs. Like it's
Absolutely.
acid.
And I know some that need
She
it.
ain't never gonna be
Look,
the same.
like I know
I know some that need it.
And it never
So,
get wet again.
Women
The
never
one-
want to believe. Go ahead, I'll let you finish.
So the ones
So we're
that
about
need
to go
it.
into a
Use-
woman-man conversation.
No.
Use it.
I'm gonna put a secret out there.
If
Nah.
you ain't right, it will get you
Thank
right.
you.
If you are right, this is just a new regimen that you can introduce into what you already do that you can feel good about. I don't have acid laying around. All of the stuff is handcrafted. It's all natural stuff that grow
what's up.
outside.
Okay.
So it's everything Zen life.
Okay. Not about the organic dish.
It's just honey dush. That's
Why you
it.
gonna use it?
Just
You gonna
honey
use
dush.
it?
It's just honey dush.
Some people need it in their mouth.
My point
Put
was
squirt it
this.
up your ass.
And it help with natural
No.
wetness too. Like if you have an issue with, now if you don't like the guy, that's a different
if you
story.
drown around this motherfucker, it don't work.
But if you don't have an issue with it, then you turn into super wet.
Oh
If you
shit!
do
Super gush.
have an issue with it, it will help you naturally lubricate. It helps your
call it
libido.
wet.
Y'all just
That's
you
wet.
gotta
You
just
say wet.
I mean, it's one of those things where I can't. Somebody asked me like, what was my favorite product, or if I could recommend something to somebody or a woman, and I can't.
Okay.
So like, you need it all. And then I be giving it away. I be like, cause you gotta,
Try it out.
Let's
Yeah.
try it.
cause I can't sell it. Like I
Thank
ain't got no sales pitch. I don't know what to tell you other than what I say it do.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
fucking do, and it's not stuff on the market that do that.
The ball spray for Dre. You look like you got muscle. No, I would like to order the ball.
Why you on ball spray for another man? That don't even sound.
On top of your head and shit or something?
Like a child.
Yeah, whatever.
No, my point was this: no woman ever wants to admit that they're not clean or they, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It wasn't a man-woman conversation. I've had a woman give me crabs. I'm just being real. And when I called her and said, "Yo, you gave me," she blew up. Look, bitch, I wasn't with nobody but you. This shit came from your motherfucking ass. All right? This came from you. Don't. It came from you. Stop lying. Just like I've been burned before. Herman Kiefer wasn't hot for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you better start wearing
Also provide condoms, happy condoms.
Right.
You sound like you need some.
No, she burned the condom off. I'm letting you know right now.
Do the boric acid. She got burned.
Yeah, I might need ball spray later. So I'm
He need STD spray.
Oh, shit. All right, we gonna move on.
Light skinned nigga, see?
I think you secretly want to be a light skinned nigga.
Thank you.
always talking
Thank you.
shit.
No.
Yeah.
You said
All
no
right, we
serious.
go.
Look, you're not serious.
Only do is stop like traffic is when you police.
Right,
Like,
that's
I'm
it.
Irish. Go ahead.
Anyway, we gonna move on to the shooting this shit segment. We gonna let Q deliver it to y'all. Let y'all see what it's about. Another crazy story.
All right, now. So look, today's episode and shit of shooting the shit. It has to do with coronavirus and the transhumanism future. All right, that's the title of this article that I picked up or whatever. It's kind of old. It came out back in 2021. All right. So it says, while most of humanity is still in the middle of the coronavirus crisis, the highly influential members of the World Economic Forum have a plan for what should come next. It's called the Great Reset. All right. And it envisions a truly transhumanist future for all of us. This is like the movies Terminator and Blade Runner, if y'all ever watched that shit before, all right? So it says the World Economic Forum is an annual conference where some of the wealthiest and most powerful people in the world come together for public and private corporation. Corporation since the mid 2020, all right? So the WEF has been promoting its vision on transhumanism, which is a philosophical movement to promote the view that human species should take control of their own evolution through human enhancement technology such as brain implants and nanotechnology that even reverses aging. This will then allow humanity to transcend its physical and mental limitations so forth or whatever. Okay, so the founder, I'm just gonna give y'all a couple of people to look up. Okay, the founder of the WEF is a guy named Klaus Schwab. Okay, who has stated numerous times humanity are useless eaters. Okay, also one who favors the one world order. Okay, also has stated that humans have no soul and that science is our God. All right, so my question would be, who will control the technology and that will, put, that they will be putting into humans if they are successful with this transhumanism movement that they just, like I said, had a meeting at the World Economic Forum, okay? And then, do y'all think and shit that these things is good, that man is trying to merge with machine and technology?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Like they always like, I don't know, but motherfuckers just not satisfied. They always trying to
play God.
Enhance and play God, basically, like you said. Like, what the fuck? Like, why you even need this? Like, I like.
Exactly,
what's the purpose? Like, what is the purpose? Like, so basically, you saying you trying to enhance humans or whatever, this and that. For what reason? What reason? It's got to be a reason.
It's called control.
What? Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is a purpose? You motherfuckers trying to mechanicalize humans for
control your thoughts, control your movements,
right?
Because
but I mean, ultimately, is it for a bigger picture? What I'm saying,
right.
So like, are you trying to do this to control motherfuckers to be
because
able to?
So the transhumanism shit is really like to link your brain and all this kind of shit up to like the internet, the cloud, and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we know that if that shit is possible or whatever, then you are hackable.
Right, exactly.
Well,
you can be controlled and shit.
There is a show. Mm-hmm. I'm a science fiction freak.
Me too.
There is a show on Netflix called Travelers. You guys hip to that?
Mm-hmm. I heard
and that's exactly what they do. So they can take the consciousness of a human is not attached to a physical body. Mm-hmm. So they're able to take these people. They're like in the future. I guess the future is pretty fucked up. Like there's no resources. They don't even have dogs anymore. They don't have trees. Everybody's living in domes and bubbles and all these created atmospheres because of what humans did to the planet. So they're sending people's consciousness back into other people to try to save the humans from making some of the mistakes that we made.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we not even eating. Like the people are in the future starving because the land is tainted. You can't grow anything. So when they say that, would you say that humans are useless eaters?
Yeah, useless eaters.
Yeah, I get that because we take away, but you don't put anything back to replenish. And we don't believe in moderation. We live in a society where everything is instant.
But check this out though. Do you really believe that though? Because to be honest with you and shit, this world is of abundance, just like how they always speak about depopulating the earth and stuff like that, right? As far as the useless eaters and stuff like that. Where do you see that ever and shit in any kind of religion to say that God said that, hey, once you get to a certain population and shit, hey, we got to start fucking falling back, you know what I'm saying? Or God always said, oh, I'll provide, right?
Yeah.
So if God will provide, who's to fucking say that, like, so a person like allegedly, I'm not going to even say allegedly because he didn't say it this shit himself, like a person like Bill Gates to say, oh, we got to get the numbers down. Well, the numbers is you, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? The numbers are people.
Now
so
that I don't agree with. I don't agree with depopulating, but I do believe that we overconsume without replenishing. Like, they try to make everything quickly. So now you have seedless watermelon, seedless this.
Right.
They're making all these things because we're consuming it so fast. Like I don't care what you want to do. It takes 9-10 months to make a baby, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So you can't want the child no faster than it's gonna be birthed. And so if you want the fruit, as sweet as it is, you gotta wait until it's ripe. You gotta wait until it come off the tree. You can't say I want it now, so go into the lab and make it for me because that's what I want, and fuck everything else. Because then what are you putting in your body?
Yeah.
Right.
They can control you beyond that if they're controlling what you eat.
Right.
Yeah.
That is done right there. They can poison you. Like, if they want us all to take a vaccine, they don't have to ask us to take a vaccine. They can put a vaccine in the goddamn apple juice.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
you drink it, and so there it is.
Yeah.
So they gonna do what they gonna do regardless. I think we should
But
slow
what
down.
we gonna do?
Right.
That'd be my question.
So
What are we gonna do?
This is like a real life Matrix, basically.
Pretty much.
No, it is.
If you watch the
Pretty much.
movies, The Matrix, that's really what
But
they're trying to do.
But to answer your question, what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
For one, not feed into shit like this shit that's going on with Will Smith and fucking Chris Rock. That shit is it's a whole distraction.
Yeah.
Like, the whole world is in tune to
I
that
agree, it's
shit
a
right now.
distraction.
Like, to the
It's way
point
more
where it's
important
not
shit
getting on
to be-
everybody's
yeah.
nerve. It's so much more important shit
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, it
like,
is.
why is the whole world consumed with that shit right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Like, that's number one. That's the matrix that we're living in.
Yeah.
We like drama.
And they
Yeah.
control the
Yeah,
they
like-
control
It's a lot
the
of sheeple.
narrative.
Yeah, they
Everybody,
do.
exactly.
That's exactly. We're
They do.
sheeple because today it's Will Smith. What really got me was the dove, right?
Yeah.
We never want to face a fact. Everybody is so strongly opinionated and nobody ever wants to listen. There are some things that I was strong about. Like, no, I disagree, right? But if you shut up sometime and just listen, a person don't have to change your mind
Right.
in 5 minutes, okay? But just let somebody give you something to think about, give you something to look up or research, give you a different perspective,
Right.
and you can learn something and stop being so combative all the time. Because when that whole Dove stuff came out, what were they saying? Like, they did some racial stuff in one of the commercials or something.
So
And the world went nuts, but then you had a whole group of women out in the world like, that's all I can use.
yeah,
I
which is
can't
crazy.
use nothing but
Yeah.
it's like, girl.
But you, like it's so many.
You gonna always have two people on the opposite sides of something because it just that's balance. So
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
because it could be a fact, and it's still gonna somebody to tell you that it's not a fact.
Yeah.
Even though you got proof to prove it or whatever the case may be, you gonna get it. I think in order to combat shit like that, you have to get, like I always tell you, you got to get people of the like mind to move as one.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to get everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody is not going. And if you try to pull everybody, you're going to end up fucking up what you got.
What is that movie?
See,
They don't believe. You know what I'm saying?
But I like what she said. Among the minorities, Will Smith and Chris is a big distraction because nobody said shit about the biggest racist thing that happened when we are trying to get the first black woman on the Supreme Court.
There you go.
And they just dogged her.
Yeah.
Like they just and nobody came out and said they not saying that.
Yeah.
They're not putting that
They're
on
too
television.
busy talking about
you,
that
you know what
shit,
I'm
a
saying?
whole distraction.
Ted Cruz with his racist ass gonna pull up the what do they call it now that they're teaching in school? They pulled that book up about
critical race.
right. Like she did it, and then they hit her with packing the court and all this other. We're totally dismissing that because we're looking at this bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When this
Well-
woman should be the first black woman on the Supreme Court.
But is she okay? So look, but I will say this though: is she totally in shit? Say, I'm not gonna say qualified, but is she really the right person? Because if you look into her background, she has some questionable shit, especially when it comes to say representing, say, quote unquote, black people.
We need to normalize black people doing things in all these spaces, because when you have people come up into these different situations, like, okay, they're going to run for office, they're going to run for president, it's always highlighted first that it's a black person. And so it's so much pressure and so much scrutiny. They go right up under the microscope because they're black. Even with winning Oscars, they're like, oh, a black person hasn't won this Oscar in 10 years, 15 years, or since 1960. It's like, why is it not normal for us to do things? The more normal it becomes that we occupy these spaces, the less scrutiny will be under. Like, nobody will look at all this stuff
But that's true. But then the shit you got to look at like this. And I always say this, and I talk about this a lot. It's a lot of people and shit that look like us that ain't down for the cause. You know what I'm saying? That's actually
that's
and shit.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Putting their money, that's actually getting backed by other people and shit for their agenda. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is just because and shit, we used to look at people and say, oh, that person black. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be down for us. Well, guess what? A lot of people and stuff that look just like us and shit, you know what I'm saying, is against us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we got to be careful on who we actually and shit are supporting. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because they quick to do that. You know what I'm saying? And if you start looking at people that they have on TV and stuff like that, once you start doing a little research on what they really truly believe in and what they really about, you be like, oh shit, this ain't nobody no different than the next motherfucker.
I got a
shit
question
that we
for y'all.
against, you know?
Well, let me answer his question. As far as her being qualified, 100%. I think most of the senators on that panel didn't even have the right to question her. Okay, she might have some questionable things in her background, but the questionable things are this. They realize they can't control her like they control Clarence Thomas because they don't want her turning around and changing the laws that they put into place. She's a Harvard graduate at the top of her class. Her record is so stellar that they said, well, let's see her LSAT scores. Her scores to get into law school don't matter. A lot of people almost barely pass that test. So we're picking. So we're going to pick this. We're going to pick that. I think she's more qualified than anybody. I mean, look at the two quote-unquote white people they put on the Supreme Court where you had 3 women come forward and say, this dude forced himself on me. This dude did this. But you had all these senators saying, oh, you have nothing to apologize for. So go ahead.
The only thing I was gonna say is and shit. The one thing and shit I would say about her past is and shit is she has a record of actually blocking a lawsuit, a major lawsuit and shit that it was over a company that the lawsuit and shit was predominantly and shit for black people or whatever that sued this company that. This white guy or whatever, you know what I'm saying, was a known racist that ended up killing some people in this plant or whatever that was in Orlando and stuff like that. And she actually and shit blocked these people from getting paid. So it's like, so now we looking at, okay, are you really down for your people or not? Because you look like you doing the bidding and shit of your fucking oppressor. So you gotta kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Look at that into consideration of a lot of other things and shit. You know what I'm saying? When people start saying, okay, this person, are they just selecting her? Because that's what they'll do. They'll select people just for us to go ahead and be like, oh, she black, or we got to go ahead and support her without us doing our own research on her, on these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No,
like I said, once you start figuring out, okay, damn, you know what I'm saying? This person really ain't for, you know what I mean? So,
but
that's all I'm saying.
That's a problem that we have as a people anyway, because we get so excited about a black person being in a higher position that we dismiss. We don't research. We don't follow up. Like, are they really, like you said, in our corner? Do they benefit us? It's almost like it's the crabs in the barrel mentality. So people fall in. They you see, it's a generational thing. It's past that we seen our parents do it. They saw their parents do it, and so we get excited and this and that. And you feel like, oh, we accomplishing something. Yeah. But yet you don't really know what's really behind it. It's just like Kamala. Everybody was geeked all over. I never was, but was always geeked for her to get in there because she was the first black woman vice president. But yet and still, she was on complete bullshit back in the day.
The whole time.
Complete.
That's what I'm saying.
She
but then
was not for our people at all.
No, so that's what I'm saying. But so 1 minute and shit she claims that she's black, then the next minute and shit she's Asian, then the next minute and shit she's Jamaican. It's like, damn, you just gonna go ahead and be a chameleon. Like you know, you just gonna go ahead and adapt to whatever situation is beneficial for you. It's like I can't rock with nobody and shit that ain't gonna be on solid ground. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever feel exhausted? Like,
you said me?
Yeah, like us as people. Like, do you ever feel exhausted because people don't get it, right? Yeah. And I am so for my people. And I get so tired when you turn around and you see your people being what the world say your people are. It's like, oh my God, girl, you are embarrassing us. Bruh, you are embarrassing us. And I'm tired because I'm out here trying to be the face of black people. Like, we this and we that. And our people need this. We need our reparations. We need, give us this. And then you got dumbass and jackass back here. You know what I'm saying? Acting a damn fool. I think that movie is Rosewood, when they were burning the house down. And I think one of the guys had like a mental illness or something, like he was retarded. Something was wrong with him.
Yeah.
And he didn't understand what was going on. But he said, give me a gun, tell me which way to shoot, and I'ma shoot it. Like, I don't even understand what the cause is, but I'm with y'all. Like, take that position at least.
At least, yeah.
Because y'all, I mean, what?
Stand up for something,
Right.
yeah.
You gotta do a lot.
My question is this: since you're a black business owner, okay, and you see people, why does it seem like excellence is something a lot of business owners refuse to strive for? Okay, and you've heard a lot of these restaurants, and I'm gonna name one of them, Sloppy Chops. I don't know how many people have come out against that restaurant and just talked about how bad it is, but they refuse to up the customer service.
Oh, y'all want to walk down this rabbit hole with me? All right, strap on. Okay.
Period.
So, I'm not gonna say I'm on the fence. I think that the community is biased. Okay, I'm a customer as well as a business owner, right? I'm a customer first. I go into these restaurants, I go into these places, I support these businesses, right? Black people do not vocalize their displeasure with any other business, but they will with black
I always said that. I always said that.
So if you have a person and she just a review queen, oh, I went to Walmart and they treated me bad. I went to Target and they did this. I went to Macy's and they did this. And I went to Sister Girl in the hood and bought some of her stuff. And this is how she got it, because this is what she does. But don't take an individual and say, oh, I went to Sloppy Chops and this is how I was treated. But they don't give you the review from Andiamo's. They don't give you the review from Olive Garden, because you're being biased and you're attacking black business. You are going to get terrible service when you go places, because the business itself is not the individual. Okay, so I've had employees, right, who were not what I embody. They're not there anymore, but you don't know that. You hire a person for a job. When people come in for a job, they always put their best foot forward. Nobody comes in and say, I'm lazy as fuck, I'm not gonna do nothing, and I'm about to be nasty to your customers, hire me. Nobody does that. So you don't know until the person is working and they interacting. So you see it, and sometimes it could be the customer. People really do think that the customer is always right. That's not true.
Damn lie. Oh,
they be wrong as
fuck. Can I say something too?
Yes.
So you asked that question, right? And so I'm gonna tell the honest God truth. I used to own a whole bunch of shit. So when it come down to it, we black people do not have the time nor the money to have training facilities. Okay, Adiamos have a whole fucking training facility. Okay, we would have to actually close down our businesses to train our people.
Right,
but we cannot afford to do so. Right now, the truth of the matter is, when it comes to food, people don't understand there's anywhere between 15 to 25% loss on food. Majority of cases, because I said fried hard, I said no mayo, I said no, you know what I mean?
There you go.
So now the business is say, listen, I'm gonna put your sides, your toppings on the side. I don't want it like that. Why you just can't? So we go through that back and
can't
forth.
Please nobody.
Exactly. Now the people that we hire can't take it, because the scrutiny is coming from a person who don't understand what the fuck we do anyway. Right? Now fast forward. That's food. Clothing. You in clothing business, right? Why y'all got no triple X's? Why you don't got no 4X's? Why you don't got no 9 wides? Well, motherfucker, you ain't even bought a small t-shirt out of here.
Like, I don't have a motherfucking goddamn corporation on machine.
So people don't understand, when you buy shoes, most wholesalers be like, you gotta buy one of each pair.
Come on.
Each size, right? Each color, right? Or you can't get it.
Period.
But then we say, well, listen, once you pre-order. No, I don't want to do that. Well, we can't get our numbers up. Wholesalers won't bring our numbers down because our numbers not up. You feel me?
My steak bites are can y'all hear me? Tap, tap.
Oh, yeah.
They are the best in the city. They are the best in the city. It is for real filet mignon steak that you are eating, and when you put it in your mouth, it's gonna melt. I'm not a steak eater. I don't eat steak. I don't like steak because I don't want to fight my food. Like, I'm not outside chasing it. I don't want to have to kill it. It's just too tough. Yeah, I eat my steak. When we first introduced the steak bites to the menu, it came with mushroom, bell pepper, onion. It was all marinated together, right? So we have all these customers like, but I don't eat onions, but I don't eat bell peppers, but I don't want mushrooms. So you can't, it's like, all right, forget it. We just gonna take all of that out, right?
And then,
then it's like, well, it ain't no onions. It ain't no bell peppers. So
where's the sauce?
It's too much, and they too overbearing. And I've been places. Y'all don't do this to nobody else.
No, you go to somewhere. Somewhere, some damn where they be like, it is what it is. Like, you ordered this shit. This what you gonna get.
I got a friend who's not a tipper.
The truth of the matter is, when it comes down to us, we would cancel each other, bash each other, smack each other on TV. Whatever we have to do, right? Or that we feel is right. But when it comes to others, ain't just white folks. There's a lot of times. I'm the type of person who would take my Chinese food back.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't no egg foo young. This is a damn foo young. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't right. The script ain't, grill right. So, but at the same time, if we'll go into her place, this shit ain't cooked right. And throw it on the counter. She got a husband right behind her.
Right.
He gotta say something like, "Hey man, come on, my dude. What the fuck you mean the shit?" Right. And then we gotta go through all of that.
I've had a guy throw money at me. I've had a guy throw money like, "Here, keep this shit." Like what the fuck is it? Like, in his mind, he thought that was the right thing to do, or he thought it was okay, or because I work in my business, people a lot of times may not know I'm the owner. That doesn't matter to me. I'm in here working. I give people good service, and women primarily, I hate to say it, but they will be like, "Oh, well, she just a little waitress. Oh, she just a little," So they treat you like you, and then my husband came out one day and she was like, "Yeah, this is the owner and blah, blah, blah. And this is his wife." And the girl was like, "Oh, girl, I know." And now she want to be friends. She want to
women, we definitely do have to stop being so fucking catty. I would definitely
what is the deal?
Black women, we are catty as fuck. Unnecessarily catty.
Unnecessarily.
Like, I don't understand.
So we gonna go ahead and alley-oop it right into the interview, since we go ahead and on that topic or whatever. Okay, so
cool.
So go ahead and reintroduce yourself and what you do. We'll start off just like that. All right. I'm
Meek Meiji, and I am co-owner with my husband Hollywood of Berlin Street.
Okay.
It's in Detroit, West 7 Mile, 17316 to be exact.
All right.
And you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Berlin Street, the number 7.
Okay. So besides, say, the steak bites, what else do you have on your menu?
Oh my goodness. So I tried to make the menu very different and very diverse, because in the city of Detroit, we are big on food. I think a lot of the stuff we do be fronting. It's trendy. So everybody was eating crab boils, and that was like a wave. And we always have Coney Island, so I tried to be a little diverse. We have the steak bites. We have something we call a Berlin street fry. Okay. And it's so good. It's loaded with pico de gallo, fresh cilantro. It's really pretty to look at, and it's good, and it come back good. Okay. I tried to make sure stuff come back, because you eat it when you partying, and then you take it home, you warm it up, and it's still gonna be good.
Okay.
Those are my top picks, and then we do all the regular stuff too: chicken and waffles. Okay. The regular loaded fry with the cheese, bacon, all that stuff. But it's really good food, and it's really homemade food. Like, it doesn't taste fast food. Okay. And so it's authentic.
Sounds like a really, really good menu.
Okay. Yeah.
So how long y'all been open?
We have been open, 3 years? It has been 3 years. Okay. It has been 3 interesting years. 3 hard years.
Because y'all opened up like right before the pandemic, or right?
We opened during the pandemic. So
shit.
Literally, my blood, sweat, and tears have went into this place.
Yeah.
Me and my husband was in there. A lot of our contractors that we had doing a remodel before we opened, they couldn't come because they like put us on shutdown, so nobody could come out and work. So I think I was like 8 months pregnant. Me and him were in there together, like hammering, painting, nailing, all this stuff. So when you come in here and I be like, get your ass down off my furniture, I'm not playing.
You put your work into this shit.
Yeah, I'm like, people so disrespectful. They crazy. Like, you don't come out to look cute. Yes, you can sit in.
Okay.
We do to go. It's real loungy. It's a real adult vibe. It's a total vibe, y'all.
Okay.
So is there a cover on any given night, seeing how we don't get VIP and you gonna forget us once you walk out this
Don't
door?
forget y'all. Don't do me like that. Y'all gonna get VIP.
So
Y'all
we
gonna
come
get
to the
VIP.
door and say fresh balls. Is that the password?
That's the password.
Fresh ball spray. What's the password? Fresh balls.
Password. You know what? And he'll do it too. He seems like he will. He will.
What's your hours?
So we are open. You can order to go. We do to go starting at like 5-ish, right? Our hours are all jacked up because of staff.
Right.
It's crazy. So,
Okay.
Everywhere.
But we're open 7 p.m. period. 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Okay.
Thursday through Sunday. Mm-hmm. And then we have different stuff on, we have different stuff on different nights. So it depends on what we're doing. Sometimes we have a promoter that do, different stuff. So whatever the promoter is calling for, that's what it is.
Okay. So y'all have stuff like live bands and stuff like that or something
We
like that?
do live bands. That's why it's so important, y'all,
That place
to
is definitely
follow
nice,
the Instagram. Is so important.
Okay.
We had a...
What is your Instagram?
It's Berlin Street, the number 7. We had a trap karaoke. We're gonna start doing that on Thursday, starting this Thursday.
Okay.
We had an impromptu trap karaoke that was so dope. Okay, didn't nobody want to leave. It was like 3
So you saying it's like trap music or something like?
It started off trap karaoke, but then it got into a little Tonight is the Night.
Oh, okay.
It got into a little SWV.
Oh, see that?
And
See, there we
because
go.
everybody's so real,
All right. Okay.
and the guys is so real, it's like everybody, you saw the guard come off of everybody. Like the girls sitting in there a certain type of way, the guys a certain type of way, and at some point they realize that they can chill.
Okay.
And then that's when the magic happened.
Okay.
I mean, it was like, God, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
But it was such a vibe. Everybody was having such a good time,
Okay.
and it turned into like your cousins, and that's what I want. I
Okay.
like that
Yeah.
we
Sound
do
like
that.
something for the single people.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Single vibe, period.
The guys
We
still buy
definitely
you
gotta
a
go
drink.
through there, y'all.
The guys will still buy you some food. The guys still,
Yeah.
because this whole era of people is very strange.
Amen.
Beyond strange.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
The communication is terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Absolutely. No communication skills.
All right.
But
And
that's also social media, though.
Yes.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
reasons. There's a lot of reasons.
But it's not just
Social media, distractions.
communication skills. It's the fact that now, even if you communicate as a gentleman and you try to be chivalrous, he's sweating me.
Right.
He thirsty. You can't even check on a woman and make sure she got home. Why he text me so quick? I gotta block
This
you.
Yes,
motherfucker
but-
lame and shit.
Well,
like,
can
yeah.
I do have a rebuttal to that.
Okay, rebuttal.
Okay, look, like you
She
said,
came down real fast. You notice
you
that?
seem like you're trying to go there, but my rebuttal to that is a lot of women are afraid too because of men constantly being overbearing and doing shit like that. And then when they say no, they blow their fucking heads off. A lot of women have that attitude now because it's happening to us so often because men can't take no for an answer.
Absolutely.
talk about that too.
With that being said, so what are you saying? Okay, since you said that from the heart, are you saying that chivalry is dead and you can't do it anymore? So are you saying I meet you and all I want to do is make sure you got home okay? You can tell me no, I don't give a damn. If you say here's my number and you like, hey, but don't use it like that, I ain't calling you like that. I ain't that pressed. But as a man, and I was raised to always check on a woman and make sure she's good.
That's you.
So are you saying that we can't do that anymore?
I'm not saying
that's kind of what you're saying.
No. I'm not saying that there's not men out here that do that. But what I'm saying, more often than not, there's a lot of men that do that and end up hurting the black woman too.
I don't think it's more often than not.
Absolutely, black women are getting beat on, they're getting raped.
I'm not saying that. Listen, I'm not saying it's not happening.
Men
I didn't say it didn't happen.
We need another edible. We need another edible.
I don't think so.
It happens more often than not. It does, though. Seriously.
So far as the atmosphere, so like you said, it doesn't have anything to do with, like people being uptight. And you got.
Well, they do. I mean,
you said like initially, right?
I'm in the world, not of it, right? So I'm really winging this thing here because I'm borderline at my age. I'm a little bit of old school, a little bit of new school.
Right.
So I get what you're saying, right? But I get what she's saying.
Right. Yeah.
And they're both completely right. So what it does is it leaves a person in a weird space because the woman doesn't know how to react. So when you come off initially, we looking like, hold on.
What do he
we
want?
Gotta clock, we got to see what's going on. Is he going to buy me a drink or offer to walk me to my car so he can try to stuff me in it, or is he being a gentleman?
Well, he throw that drink in my face because niggas do that shit too.
Yeah, I agree. I like.
Yeah,
I do believe that happens
nowadays.
Yeah,
females have a reason to be acting like that.
I agree with that.
They don't
I
have
think
a
it's
cutoff
more so though. I think it. I'm not gonna say it's all, but I think it's more in the younger generation. It happens in.
Well, no, I'm single and I'm 40, and the 40 plus club act a fool.
Well, see,
they buy you a drink and they think you owe them something. Let me give you back your money for this drink.
I guess because I don't hang around people like that, so I guess that's maybe why I don't see it. Because all the people I know, my friends and stuff, I don't know shit like that.
I think everybody in their feelings. That's what it is. Like, like if you tell someone, if you approach a woman and the woman, sometimes women respond in their feelings. Like, and it's not just towards men. Like we were just saying, women do that with each other too. So it's a problem with the individual because you just got an attitude. You just mad. Why did you come outside? Like you just, why you talking to me? You just got that whole vibe going on. So when the person says something to an individual like this, they already in a certain mood. So you have to be a vibe reader. You got to see that she don't want to be bothered or whatever the case. And if you decide to go ahead and approach anyway, when she come out of some sort of bag on you, like, no, what you want, get away from me. Just take it and get away. But you be in your feelings because she done said something to you in front of your friends, in front of your boys, and now you embarrassed. So you got a challenge.
But it's one thing that you said that I picked up on or whatever, that you said that you still like, in y'all bar and stuff like that, that you and your husband run, that you make sure that the guys still feel comfortable.
Yes.
In a lot of places or whatever, people always center comfortability and shit towards, say, women. And I think that shit was key that you said because a lot of times and stuff, I don't think people really realize and stuff that, us as men or whatever, we already constantly doing this, looking over our shoulder and shit, just, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how to really relax, especially in public. You know what I'm saying? So that was key, so
that's a big deal because those are the people who really lead the atmosphere, if you really want to think about it. Like if you have a group of guys and they come out and they don't feel comfortable and there's other men there, they don't know all these guys here. They already on defense. Like you said, you're looking over your shoulder. So just one false move, you bump somebody and it's like you into it and now they fight and ruin the night for everybody. So you have to make sure the guys are comfortable, they can relax, and then you don't have to worry about it.
I did come up with something, and I can say it now because I'm over 3 years. I did something in Miami a while ago for a marketing test, right? I'm bringing it here to the city, to the States. It's called status bracelets, and status spots. So hypothetically speaking, you at your lounge and you got a yellow dot by you. You know what I mean? That means I'm approachable. You feel me? Or I'm single, or I'm married. You know what I mean? Things like that. Because what happens is, I did it in Miami. They did it for like a half a year. You know what I mean? And they said, well, we wasn't getting a good response. The gay community picked it up, however, in like North Carolina. So that's cool. But I created a way for cuffs. So a guy here, he won't feel good wearing an orange bracelet. He had a blue suit on, right? but so most things for the guys is basically black, blue. and green, dark green, midnight green, and it's only because a lot of men don't know how to approach women like y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if we say how you doing, you might be like, okay, then you just see the other guy just, you know what I mean? No, I'm not interested. You know what I mean? Or I don't like light skinned guys. And then you be like, hold on, wait a minute, I just want to buy you a drink. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a question. Me and my husband were talking to some other guys, and because I work in the service industry, I try to be overall nice to everybody. I don't have no way. Hey, how you doing? You know, I'm regular. So my husband is like, he watches my back. Okay, so you have these guys, they try to shoot at you, whatever, and I'm always like, oh, you know, no thanks, I'm married, whatever.
Right.
Sometimes that doesn't work, or they continue to try to push. Okay, and I still try to be like,
Right.
got it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you thought I was one of those.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Right.
So thanks again.
Right.
But no. And when you are nice or you are too overly, you don't give the attitude, it's like, is that an invitation for you to keep on applying the pressure because I didn't forcefully tell you no, or I didn't get the attitude and be like, back the fuck up. Like, why don't you just listen when I'm being nice?
Yeah.
But then when you say back the fuck up, then it's a
Then
whole
you
other thing.
doing too
Like
much.
you're being
Yeah,
the
then
aggressive
it's-
black
yeah.
woman.
And
You
then
have
they
an
call you out your
attitude.
name.
Bitches got attitude.
Yeah.
They this, they that. So it's like it's no in between for us. Absolutely not.
Well, it's because so much bullshit is going on, and even if you're with somebody, people think you're single anyway.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they've had the experience where, well, this one said she was married and I pushed in on that,
And it
so they
worked.
got right.
Yeah.
There's just no respect
Right.
There's no
for
respect.
I
relationship.
agree.
Period.
Because I get
you
it
know
from
what I'm
women,
saying?
y'all. You would be surprised how many women, okay, they done said all type of shit when they in their spirits and they in their cups about my husband, like in my face or standing next to me within the earshot, because they lose all their senses, right?
Right.
They full of it. They high, they this, they whatever. And they'd be like, okay, well, she ain't gotta know, or I done fuck with, like, so it'd be like, do I have to Chris Rock you? Like, really, you do sometimes. You do. And it's like, then they gonna have a review on me
Right, saying
somewhere,
something
talk
about
about they
you.
done came somewhere.
Yeah.
And
But
I done
with
smacked
you-
the fuck out somebody.
With you can, because with you it's all about the money. Doesn't matter what they say about him.
Yeah.
Like, you know
Yeah.
what? As far as I'm concerned, let them keep coming back because it's all about the dollars.
Now, see, no.
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
it's about respect too.
I'm a firm believer, because I have had a customer that we have had to ask to leave because the guy continued to hit on me. And so when I said I'm married, right, he kept on going. So my husband walks from the back and I said I'm married, and that's my husband right there. So to add injury to insult, he's here in the room with me. That's him. And I don't do that. I get some women do, but I don't.
Right.
So he waited until he walked away, and he says, I'm going to buy you a shawl. I seen this Gucci shawl, and I think it'll look great on you. And he's going on, and I'm get it embroidered, and what you say your name was again. And he's continuing on.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you gotta go because you being a creep, you being
you being a
weird, you
fucking
being
creep. Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
And he
You
probably
gonna
got
put-
mad when you put him out.
Yeah, you're gonna put my husband in a weird
Right.
position because now he got to approach you as a man and be like, bruh, okay, she said stop.
Right.
And now what you gonna do? Like, it's
Exactly.
just like, get.
Yeah.
It's so many
Yeah.
women out here who want it.
Yeah. It's just,
Get you one of them.
Yeah.
Some men be out here just think they can, because they didn't got away with it before. They
Yep.
can do it to every
Yep.
woman.
And be on some
And they
bullshit.
be on some bullshit.
Yeah.
And they
Well, let
think
me
they can
ask
do
y'all this: why do y'all feel like they get away with it so much?
because they probably have got away with it. Because
But why?
You know
though?
what? I'm gonna say this. I think what it is people are out here just confused, man. And I think, like, between, say, drugs and just the lack of communication and shit with people, you know what I'm saying, that don't have, like, the right proper mentorship. You know what I'm saying? Don't have the right people in their life and shit to really like talk to people. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here just winging it and not giving a fuck.
Because
you know
people
what
will
I'm
do
saying?
different things for different reasons. Like, I know some women who'll be like, no nigga better not disrespect me, right? But if the nigga got the bag, he can disrespect me.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
so it's
like
it's so much like
I think they get away
contradiction
with it.
and
Unfortunately,
double standards and fucking delusional shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what it is nowadays, people are looking for happiness in other people. Instead of looking for their happiness in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Only God can fill that void. And that's real talk. It's not my job to make you happy. It's my job to add to your happiness.
There you go. Right.
So everybody's looking for the next big thing. So guys get away with it because, let's say, and I'm going to use him for example, they didn't had an argument, Dre and his girl done had an argument, now she running the queue. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's the next big thing and I could do it. And, oh, well, this person to make me happy from right now. It's all what's in they selves.
I had a conversation with a woman and I had to tell her, like, you know, when you going through it with your dude, a lot of times you're talking to one of your homegirls, she will, like, a friend will try to get you on that same wave with her. Like, these niggas ain't shit. All niggas cheat because your nigga cheated. Or whatever you mad about, we got to get. I was like, girl, first of all, let it go. And any of your friends who telling you not to let it go and encouraging you to be into it with this man over this dumb shit, they not really rooting for you.
Absolutely.
Okay. So they not, you know, but you got some women who encourage it. I heard talk radio and it got really scary to me this time that we live in because it was an open forum. They wanted the community to respond. And the question was, you are out Friday night at a bar hanging out. Drinks are flowing. You with your girls, he with his guys. Y'all meet each other for the very first time. Never seen this person, don't know this person. You leave with this person at the end of the night and go to a room. The question was, what's happening at the room? That was the question. So you have all these men calling saying it's going down. I mean, I don't know her. We've been drinking. I've been buying her drinks. She done left with me. It's 2 a.m.
Right.
It's going down. You got women who like, not necessarily. Or no, we can be. No, look at the confusion here. You don't know this man. Why are you leaving, going anywhere with him, and y'all been drinking?
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely about to go down.
It's confusion because then this is the type of situation where you get somewhere and the woman saying somebody did something to her, something happened that she didn't want to happen, and he like, I thought she was with it.
Well, how about this? You know what I'm saying? See, people don't want to talk about this other aspect of, okay, we go to the room or whatever. Who knows and shit? If she on her phone texting some dudes and shit to come set them up, and shit to get robbed and shot and killed or some shit. See what I'm saying? So it's like you damn near once you got to that point to say, okay, you with your girls, I'm with my guys, we hook up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me your number. I'll talk to you later and shit so I can get to know you because fuck going to a room tonight. I don't know who the fuck you is. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I think it's shit with people getting, you know, get shit twisted anyway because you willing to go ahead and do something that's very sacred, you know what I'm saying, as far as like get intimate with a person and shit sexually without even knowing they ass. That's fucking suicide right there. Any way you look at it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, people go off of vibes now. Like every little thing is, if it's a vibe, then that means I like you, you like me, let's fuck. Nobody is trying to get to know one another.
But is it real vibes? Is it vibes off of alcohol? Is it vibes off of pills?
You know what I think?
Real vibe, then that's something else.
You know what I think? I
taking
think
control.
that
you know what I'm saying?
It's not the old way no more. Where it was maybe a time where people could do that. And everybody be like, I had a blast last night. I got a blast last night. Like, okay, that was then. Yeah. Now you cannot do that anymore for her safety and for your safety. You just can't do that no more because somebody will literally turn something like we was drinking. They say it's victim blame, and they got all these new words and terminologies that they use, and it creates life for me, in my opinion, to be difficult because I was taught you don't do certain things. Right. If I'm not planning on having sex with you, at 2 a.m. We both drunk, going to the room. Why are we going?
Exactly.
I'm not going.
There's no reason to go.
Some women will say, oh, well, you're blaming a victim. If she goes and something happens that she doesn't want to happen, it's not her fault. You should not have put yourself in a situation.
There you go. Go home with your girls. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
people feel like,
I tell people all the time, God created predator and prey.
yes.
There you go.
Your ass is in the motherfucking bar, and you in it. I told somebody, I wish I would try to meet a woman at 1 o'clock in the morning at the bar.
Right.
Take anything serious.
Yeah.
You see, yes.
Especially when both been drinking. How about you call me later and we?
Right.
And there's a difference between a bad decision and a victim.
Yeah.
Right.
Regret is not rape.
Yeah.
Those are two different things.
Yeah.
If you go out and you got drunk and you had sex, and now you told somebody your girls know because you left with it, and they like, girl, and they didn't embrace your decision, right?
Yeah.
So now because your girls didn't embrace your decision, like, girl, he was fat, yeah, bitch, you got some.
And he got
now
that
it's
bag.
cool, right? But if your girls be like,
Yeah.
Mitch, you.
Now it's a
so
problem.
now it's a problem. Now you embarrassed and you want to be like, he did something to me. He took advantage of me because I was inebriated. I was under the influence. He took advantage of that. No,
Yeah.
you made a bad decision.
Yeah.
And you have to own that.
Well, I will say this as a woman. Yes, there is a lot of women that are out here making bad decisions, and I get that. But it does not excuse the behavior that we have in men and some of the gestures and things and how far they would go to, do something to mentally fuck us up.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, no still means no. So I don't give a fuck what I did, even if I made you feel like you can get some pussy. At the end of the day, if I say no, it doesn't mean that you can keep going. It doesn't excuse a man's behavior. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But I can also agree that, yes, women, we need to start being more aware of our situations. We need to stop playing so many games. Stop being confusing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, be accountable. I agree with that,
I had
too.
a situation that scared the fuck out of me. So I just never did. Like, I was that person. I walked it all the way. You go to the room, and in my mind, I had no intention. I knew I was on the bullshit. I knew I wasn't doing shit. I knew I wasn't. But I still played the game. I still got the dinner. Everything. Like, the night went the way the night went. But I knew I wasn't.
Yeah.
And it scared me because the guy was and I don't know why, but he was of a different nationality. So that was even scarier to me. I mean, I have a comfort level with black people. But it was just scary. And it's like, what? I done spent all this money on you all night, and it's like, oh, now
Because you done misled them.
you done misled somebody, and I was scared. So I never, ever, ever did that again because I was really scared for my life. So it's like it was not worth it. I can't get that drunk to the point where the last time I got drunk like that, I was with my husband. So I'm like, okay, we just.
And see, I'm gonna say this, is a lot of people don't know how to fucking read the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when it comes to, say, a professional setting, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you walk in a room for an interview or when you come in to speak business and stuff like that, if you can't read the room and shit, or you trying to figure out who the fucking mark is and shit, it's probably you. You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
So a lot of times and stuff when it comes to, like, relationships, and then, like I said, when you start adding on alcohol and pills and fucking weed and this, that, and other and shit, you already going into a situation not clear-minded. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just read the room, take your time, don't rush into some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time and shit, it's going to end up in some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of the stuff, like an older generation, a lot of the way that they're trying to map out relationships now didn't exist then. Like, what they love language and like that wasn't a thing then. They might have been doing it, but nobody vocalized that. Like what is somebody's love language? What is somebody
right now? It's hard to even have relationships and love now because it's so distorted and people don't know. Are you serious or on both ends? Women nervous about men nervous about women because they play games now. Like, we can say now, like, this generation behind us is nothing like us, men or women. Like, they're just different to where women not being women, and then the men expect certain things from these women because of you putting out certain vibes and certain thoughts, and then the men not being men because they feel, oh well, shit, Susie around the corner was only with it, and hoes are homegirls, so you probably the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but this go actually conclude this episode.
We ain't get into it.
went way
We didn't get a chance to do our topic, but we had good conversation.
Yeah, we had a hell of a show.
That's
You know,
why we
I
ain't get a
love
chance to
that
get
show.
to the
You know what I'm
topic.
saying?
So we'll move on to the next topic. We want to thank Meek for coming out and
Clap it up.
No problem. Thank you guys
Go
for
ahead.
having
Yeah, go
me.
ahead and plug in your
all your
information
stuff.
again.
Oh, yes. Okay, it's Berlin Street, 17316 West 7 Mile.
Okay.
The phone number is 313-977-9302. You can call us. We available for bookings, for events. If you have any questions about anything that you see on the Instagram, Berlin Street, the number 7, DM me or call us.
Okay.
We follow all the events. And for skin rejuvenation, it's Everything Zen Life. You can order products at everythingzenlife.com. And Zen My Life, the number 7.
we want to thank Micaiah for being a special guest on today.
Thanks, Micaiah.
Thanks for coming out.
Yep, well, go ahead. Makia. Yeah, we said Micaiah. You did the same thing I did. So,
Thank you guys for having me.
so go ahead and plug in your information again,
It's,
too.
Delightful Creation, 248-525-9785. And thank you guys so much.
All right. No,
problem.
This was really cool. You guys are really awesome.
Thank you for
And again,
coming
we
on
want
the
to
show.
Frank G. Is always a pleasure,
Frank
my
G,
brother.
yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Always
Thank you,
welcome
Frank,
on
for
the show.
coming by.
Yes, thank you.
I will have 8 cans of fresh ball spray after the show. So just come holler at me.
Next week we will have guest female rapper Jay Judo in the building on the show. And that's it. We are out.
We are out.
All right. Peace.